Ah,
All right, hello everybody. Welcome back to another match from the Summer Showdown CD Mentor Tournament. My name's Tamari. I'm one of the hosts of the tournament, and I'm also going to be your cameraman for this afternoon's match. And I'm joined today by my two commentators, King of Bell,
aka LuvBunni. How
aka
y'all doing,
LuvBunny,
everybody?
and Bluntman420.
Hey, how y'all doing?
And today we're going to be watching a very special match. We're going to be watching OnlyFansFire playing in the first round of the losers bracket, which is the losers quarterfinals. And today's match is really high stakes. Since we are in the losers bracket, also known as the elimination bracket, the teams will be playing for their spot in the tournament. The team that loses today's match will actually be being eliminated from the tournament entirely. And the opponents for OnlyFans Fire are the JPEG Mafia. So this is just the OnlyFans Fire half of the match. We'll be watching JPEG Mafia playing tomorrow. But basically, both teams are going to be trying to set the highest score possible, and the team that loses will be eliminated. So, Blunt Man, I thought it'd be a good opportunity for you to go into the scoring system if you didn't mind, sir.
Yeah, for sure. So the scoring system is always important, but it's going to be really important. This is in an elimination round. The teams that go through this bracket have a chance at redemption and winning it all. So they want to win, right? So there are 5 different ways of getting bonuses on top of just the general score that you'll get, right? You'll get a completion bonus, obviously for just completing the map. You'll get a health bonus, which is basically just means it's you get penalized on death, so just staying alive. Objective bonuses for doing the various objectives around the map. You'll get a time bonus for beating the map in a timely fashion. And lastly, a no medic bonus, which I am looking at the roster and it's looking quite interesting, Bell. Give me a rundown on this roster.
Oh, gladly. We see RK, who was just on Sharp, but switched to Firebug. Hopefully, he sticks to that because that would be awesome, seeing no Sharp. But moving on, we see Bagels as Commando. We see Boris the Animal as Demo. We see Tibbs going Gunslinger, which we haven't seen since last Mentor tournament, actually. Virazu following suit as another Gunslinger, and Uranium sticking with Berserker.
I have to say, I'm disappointed. I'm disappointed, Bell. I am disappointed that there is no support gaming. I want to just
I
throw
mean,
this book right here at the wall. I love support gaming, but it's okay. I forgive the team because I'm really excited to see this nomadic run. You cannot have a you cannot have a demo and a medic on the same team per the rules. So this is quite the gamble.
oh, you're telling me, especially with the no spoilers, but the objectives coming up, the fact that they don't have a medic going into this match is seemingly without a sharp either, right? So you're going to be lacking the end caps, you're going to be lacking the safety net of a healer,
Mhm.
and you're just going to be going for broke essentially. Which, for the sake of this match, I honestly see that being the running theme, right? Like they're playing for their spot in the whole tournament, so they
Right,
might as well go for it all.
right, definitely. I would really like to talk about the map. This map,
Mm-hmm.
Vortex, I love this map. It's one of my favorite custom maps out there. Not only is it bright and beautiful, but it has got just a fascinating layout. It's conducive to so many different holds, right? You can hold so many different spots in this map. It's really fun to play on CD. So I'm really excited to see this map played today on the tournament. Um, I'm also really excited to. I'm curious to see where they're going to hold. I have an idea, but teams have surprised me before.
They have been surprising because this map does hold a lot of holds, right?
Hmm.
And
It's got a basket of them.
yeah, it really does have a basket of these holds, maybe holding in two hands perhaps. But,
Hmm.
especially with the settings that we have here, right? We're talking one matriarch with 10 HP. We're talking two Hans on 6 HP fakes with a map like this where even like holding the most secluded spot, you're going to be seeing a lot of the map, and a lot of the map is going to be seeing you. So it'd be interesting to see how they handle time rages, how they handle the bosses,
Right,
and
right,
see
definitely.
how things
And
go.
I'm glad you brought out the bosses. So we are going to be playing 2 matches here. This team will be playing 2 matches to get as high of a score as they can, and then JPEG Mafia will have to answer back with that score. Um, the bosses for each map. This first map is Matriarch with 10 player health, which as hopefully you can understand, means that it is a matriarch that thinks there are 10 players on the map, so therefore her health is scaled up to 10 players. And then there are 2 Hanses, right? Correct me if I'm wrong.
That is correct.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
There are 2 Hanses on the second one, and Hans Volter can be a very sneaky hard boss. So 2 of them is quite scary.
Yeah, and I just wanted to add that there also, since Bell brought up the objectives, there are going to be 3 objectives per game. So they'll be trying to do 6 objectives total, and that's going to be really interesting if they do decide to go for them with this composition, because they don't have any healing at all. And they also have 2 perks that are extremely hungry for health, right? They have the Demolitionist in the hands of Boris the Animal, and they have the Berserker being played by Uranium, and both of those perks are extremely hungry for healing.
Yes.
So my guess right now is that they're not going to go for any of the objectives, but they may surprise us and actually have a strategy to do all of them. So I'm really excited to get this going.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, Glenn, go ahead.
No, that's okay. I hope they hold all the objectives, because the objectives are always fun to watch.
Yeah, for sure. Oh, and also Matriarch 2, by the way, that'll be fun with no healing. If they get hit by that laser beam, or the Tesla blast, chain lightning thing, that's going to be very, very brutal. So, but yeah, if you guys are ready, I can go ahead and give them the green light, and I'm going to go silent and focus on giving you guys some beautiful camera angles to the action, and Blunt and Bell, you guys will take over from there.
You got it. Let's do it. We're ready.
Yeah, boy.
We're ready.
Also, we do see RK switching off of Firebug to Sharp, which...
Oh, well, that's a shame.
Yeah.
It's
honestly,
okay.
A no Sharp match would be a banger.
Oh, is he going SWAT now?
Maybe. Hello?
Hmm?
Either way. Boris is going Sharp.
Okay, so they said they needed a second. Boris looks like he's going Sharp, so... You know, we've had teams play around with us this entire tournament. You know, they always, they have a perk chosen in the last second. They switch. Unfortunately.
Oh, RK going.
RK.
Wait a minute.
You know, I am just gonna stop talking about the perks though, because they keep switching them up on.
I will. This is a bold strategy here.
I will say, Demo is a really interesting choice for this, because Demo can just demolish trash at an incredible rate, so that could be really, really helpful for this hold. Now it looks like they're getting ready to go, and they are. We are off.
And unfortunately, we need to say goodbye to our Demo brethren.
Oh,
no longer here.
No, he no longer went Demo. He went SWAT. SWAT is also a trash maniac. I'm not surprised to see a SWAT though, because SWAT can, kind of fill in as that off perk medic with the 201, with the infinite darts from 201 that is from Reckless.
We do see that they're pulling a different, kind of an off to the CD. You see Boris and RK holding the side here on the bottom.
Yeah,
Tibbs on the other side here.
As far as I know, this is what would be called the pub hold, basically, what you just hold generally in public servers. Next is where I hold. I've tried to hold this bridge before, and it's very exciting. Nice 3-hus spot. Let's see if they get arch away. So a short Z time here. The Z times are going to be really critical though, with the no medic, right? Because they're counting on that SWAT to be able to, heal infinitely.
Uranium kind of holding by himself here. That's actually kind of a genius, right? Given that communication between Tibbs and Uranium, Uranium can basically back up and hold that stairs basically for free, right?
And speaking of those stairs, there is a double scrape in those stairs.
Alright, we have dead time. We'll see how fast they get blown away.
There's only 3 left. And 2 of them are scrapes.
2 of them right there. Alright, and there it is.
Really good job of not just shooting the same scrape, however.
Oh yeah. Alright, it seems as if they're going wave 1 pub hold, and they're going to be maybe in the CD hold for now?
Looks like they are going to what is generally known as the CD hold. I don't know if there are other... Has there been a alt CD hold created?
I do not believe so. If there was, I would have probably known about it by now, but...
This hold was a lot of fun.
Yeah. Yeah, no, trust me. Especially with this type of perk comp, yeah, we're gonna be seeing some fires light up tonight,
Yeah,
or
definitely.
this afternoon rather.
Okay, it looks like there is
Oh.
a quick little trader bug. Just bear with us, folks. It won't take long to fix. I like the CD hold here. I really personally like holding the downstairs.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's a really fun hold.
Yeah, downstairs can definitely be hot or cold at times, where it's either you don't get much or you get basically every spawn in the wave.
You get right.
I've seen people hold it solo. I've seen people hold it duo. This
Mhm.
map is just all types of flexible in that regard, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Especially with these settings too. We're talking about ASL 64.
Hmm. Oh yeah, good. We are on ASL 64, which just means those are the settings.
So we're going to be dealing with a lot of trash a lot more often, especially
Mhm.
with the largest.
Hmm.
Oh, bagels. Man, without his cream cheese.
Looks like Bagels popped out of the toaster and yeah, looks
Ready
like
to
they're
go.
ready to go. Yeah.
Man, it's toasty. Alright, let's see. We're going to have Tibbs holding the bottom.
You know what's really unfortunate about no demos? I had a couple of Demolition Man quotes lined up, but it's okay. It's okay.
It's all good because we're going to see something interesting here. We see 4 stacks on the commando here.
I'll just have to start calling Uranium John Spartan. You know? Let's go.
Yeah. Alright, but speaking of John here, he is holding him by himself on the bridge. Very interesting to see a 4 stack on the commando side.
Yeah, he's got a quarter. He could deal with them in Z time. Looks like he's still using a Kravel.
Alright. Something I do want to note here with this type of perk stack is the fact that Tibbs is alone, right?
And dealing with a flashback.
Yeah, I mean, and he's done. But speaking of that flesh pound and kind of how she's backing up, she is alone on that spot, right?
Yes.
And without a medic and people where they're at, she's gonna have a bit of an issue getting people down with her when she does need help.
She'll have to probably back up the stairs herself, which is really dangerous at that spot specifically, because there is a spawner the second you go around that corner.
Oh, for sure.
Looks like Uranium is dealing with the Scrake with the Kravel, so he's gonna really need this at time.
Yeah, looking like he has another one up on the dock with a. He makes sure to go for the husk first. That's a pretty smart move on his side.
Definitely. Good heals by RK.
He's not risking the EMP, getting eaten up by the siren.
Ooh.
He's generating a bit of eco here, but he's got.
It's a lot of screaming there.
Yep.
Uranium's down a little bit on health, but pulled it off.
Right.
I just looked over and saw the siren screaming at Uranium. I was like, oh man, that's dangerous.
Right. It does seem as if that Uranium is not running Vampire, and instead is running the Butcher skill.
Yes.
Which honestly, I can get behind, right?
Yeah.
Where you
More
just
damage.
Right, just get more damage, just clear everything out. But
Especially since he's by himself, he's gonna need to, deal with larges on his own.
It's definitely something to think about, right? Do you want to have the sustain of Vampire, or do you just want to get everything out the way?
Right.
Speaking of out the way, we have 2 out, and we're going into wave 3.
Yeah, nice. They are moving at a nice pace right here.
Speaking of nice pace, we're gonna have Tibbs here with 2 QPs and Spray coming up.
Yeah, let's do it.
Alright, she got an SBX, nice.
It's a great time for his time. I know gunslingers are very, very thankful for that time anytime it happens.
Yeah, you basically become a god eater at that point. Oh, we have 5 larges? What a did. Speaking of not having larges, Tibbs is now fresh out of hers. Looks like main is going to be getting something real spicy soon. A double QP and a double FP.
Yeah, definitely. I've also noticed a triple Scrake going towards Uranium as well. I think Uranium still has the Kravel, which is going to be tough to deal with, you know,
Yeah.
larges with the grovel.
So if they do get Z time, it shouldn't be too much of a big ask. Then we see here, we got Uranium smacking away.
Yeah.
And smack it away.
Just keeping that parry up.
He does eat a bit of fire, but
Yeah. Hot a spicy meatball. Respect. Respect.
he needs his nutrition. And we do see Tibbs running a single D.
I always liked holding a single D as a gunslinger. If I'm not holding, if I'm not holding a 101, a single D is just fine.
Like that one guy in Call of Duty. I forgot which one it was, but the intro is like, yeah, I feel powerful with this. And Uranium almost getting a good siren surprise. Jesus.
Yeah, thankful those are not KF1 sirens. Those would have been really bad for Uranium right there. Uranium is a little low on health. However, the Z time is going to help Uranium recover.
Right. We is looking good. Going into wave of 4.
Good rotation there by Virazu to help Tibbs out with that final large. I think the rest of the group is just hanging back for these scrakes.
Yeah.
And a flesh pound.
Yeah. See that one FP is gonna be bouncing around. See Uranium is going for that spray. And there he goes.
Something that I always find kind of fun when playing with berserkers as a precision perk is trying to like deal with the stumbles, or not using the stumbles to find a spot for a headshot. I think is an underrated part of the game.
Oh, for sure.
Because sometimes, you know, you can get frustrated, like, oh man, dancing around. You know, I've had my moments like, ah man, all they're doing is dancing around. But if you bide your time and wait for that moment during the stumble, you can really get some good headshots on larges.
Oh, tell me about it. Especially since there are stumbling in the exact same way every time, right?
Yeah.
So after a while, you just get that sense of like, okay, he's gonna be bopping left to the right, and then back a little bit to the left again, and he's done. You know, so especially with Uranium, who wrote it here.
Nice double flesh pound to start that big lane.
Oh, you're telling me. And that goes down to 1. See RK with that nail gun.
I see Uranium with the nail gun. The Vlad 1000.
Vlad 1000. It's always been interesting how it's called a Vlad, but it doesn't work with vampire. You ever thought about that? It's like, wait a minute. But my thoughts on game balance aside, this is looking real interesting now. Oh, we see double husk on Uranium. Thank God he got that Vlad.
A double husk, and Tibbs is getting a few larges down, a flesh pound, and a double strike as well.
But we do have Z time to keep it going.
I'm just curious about the house that they're going to build with the 2 nail guns.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be beautiful.
That couldn't have been cheap from Home Depot.
Oh yeah. Had to get that discount from Lowe's, you know? Probably pawn it off of Bob the Builder if they had to get it real on cheap. Speaking of Bob, see Tibbs weaving in and out. Taking care of the largest in a very good pace. She is getting backed up a bit, but should be able to clear this out. Ooh, she did get crit. That FP is low. Ooh.
Ooh, Tibbs is in trouble. Tibbs needs this Z time desperately. She needs to destroy that body.
Oh, for sure.
That body can sneak up on you. It will kill her if it hits her. I'm sure she's calling for a heal.
Right.
Ah, there you go.
that Mike was coming up to it, and I
I was nervous watching it.
he was stumbling. I was like, wait, please don't. We do see Tibbs with the round 2 on the FP.
Oh, it looks like Uranium with the ion thruster.
Yep. Man loves his lightsaber, and considering some good eco with that damage there. And that is all she wrote for wave 4.
Really good job by Uranium to like keep those larges there.
Oh yeah.
It's one thing Zerx is so good at is like holding things, like
Mm-hmm.
like on a line, like holding the line, right?
Oh yeah. And it comes like, I'll try to how to formulate this, but it's basically just like every perk has their kind of economy when it comes to holding a lane, right?
Right.
And what's interesting about Uranium's case is the fact that he got the bridge, because the Berserk's whole thing when it comes to holding is space. Like if you have a nice corridor behind you, you will hold that lane.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's all good seeing just how Uranium takes care of that economy.
Ooh.
Speaking of economy, they're gonna get a good jump to these larges. Jesus.
That front lane.
Yeah.
Triple flesh pound. Now down to a double with a quarter right behind him.
Or he's letting that FP hit him, and there's Z time.
Yep. The Z time, unfortunately short, but the flesh pounds are dealt with. There are still Scrakes to be dealt with.
Right.
And
Alright, Tibbs getting a bit of chance here.
Yeah. Tibbs has a couple of Scrakes.
With Z time to match it.
Yes. Nothing a Z time can't fix, you know?
Oh, for sure.
You know, I'm sure the nail guns can fix a lot, but Z times, they fix everything.
Right.
Yeah, that front lane is getting a lot of large traction there.
Honestly, this 4 stack is looking better and better by the day.
Yeah, you can see why they decided to stack 4 there, right?
If you do see Tibbs gonna get a double with a Scrake on it. Double FP with a Scrake, I should say. Looking to be able to take care of it. While the front is still getting a big jump here.
Yeah, Tibbs is gonna get slammed with a couple of quarters, so she. Oh, the perfect time for that time. Yeah, because she needs to deal with this flesh pound immediately because these quarters are not gonna slow down.
You're telling me. All right, she goes to the stairs.
If front lane's getting pushed back just a little bit, Tibbs is also pushing back up the stairs. Good coordination though. She's got the SWAT right behind her, RK. Helping her out with all the trash. Just 12 left, though.
Oh, for sure. And we are looking good. She's going to have a bit of fiery surprise when she comes down there, but it's all they had to do.
And halfway
through.
Oh, I hope they do it. I hope they do it.
This is a very interesting hold, you see.
Where is it?
It's right where the spawn was.
Oh, I hope they do this.
This is
They need to do this.
I wouldn't be surprised if they don't, but if they do, it'd be quite interesting. And unfortunately, it seems as if they are not.
Yeah, unfortunately, they're not. They're making really good time. So,
Yeah.
12 and a half minutes here to start wave 6.
Right, and they do have, scenario B to take any objectives they want.
Oh, boy. So here we
Okay.
go. Oh, man. Tibbs is getting a huge large spawn.
Tibbs better have a game face on.
Time. She needs a Z time.
There it is.
She need to get rid of that body and push up because there are more larges coming for that lane.
Yeah, I do not see a Deagle spare. All right, this is gonna be looking tough.
Yeah, she might have to back up.
All right, she takes care to take care of that siren, but she gets crit up the stairs.
Yeah, good thing she had armor.
Right. Ooh, is that time she can be able to push back?
Right. Good call here, having the SWAT go over to help.
Right.
Because that nail gun does wonders on quarters and flesh pounds.
Better still is able to stumble, so she's able to push back just a little bit here.
Yeah, it's going to be really interesting to see if Tibbs can take back this lane. They start spawning right around that corner if you leave the round. So this
Speaking
lane,
of which, she's gonna have a double FP double strike, and she's been calling RK back over again.
yeah, it's going to get real tight.
Oh,
Good
with
stun.
flash. All right, with that time, she should be able to push this a bit more further.
Yeah, we'll see. Still has 2 flesh pounds to deal with. One of them's not stunned. Okay, that flesh pound.
Oh, and I saw that siren eat that flash.
They are about to get sandwiched a little bit. Oh, Tibbs, good job turning around away from the front lane. There is a Scrake pathing to them, however.
Yeah, but we do see Bagels kind of. Oh, are they calling a kite?
They might be calling a kite.
Bagels does have extensions here. He's in a target-rich environment.
They desperately need the time.
Right, he does have full if he can manage this. And he does. Okay.
He's got the cream cheese, he's got the salmon, he's got the capers, he's got the whole shebang.
Oh, you know it. Oh, with the freeze in the back here.
I just made myself hungry right now.
Oh, you're telling me, dude.
So we got a
we got it. Speaking of hungry, we got even meat. Oh, raging flesh run. Yeah, they're calling it kite.
Yeah, they are calling a kite, which means they're calling a move out of that spot because it's just too much.
And we do see Bagel trying to get as many as he can. He does have sightline to his left. If he can potentially get some float perhaps.
Right. Now they need to be careful with these stairs here. These stairs can really screw them over.
Oh, for sure.
Looks like they're getting all the largest in the front right now.
Right, and they do have 6 left, so.
Oh yeah, good call. Looking at the Z count, I wasn't. Yeah.
All right, and they're able to push back. Excellent play.
Yeah, so great work there. That was really smart on Tibbs. One thing I've noticed that just happens sometimes in the heat of the moment, right, with players when they get pressured is they don't really pay attention to which way they're backing up, right? Tibbs could have backed up towards that main lane, and that would have really hurt, right? Because she had a couple of flesh pounds and scrakes, and that could have really sandwiched them and caused a lot of damage. Instead, she turned towards the path that they're towards their escape route, basically, right?
Oh, for sure.
To get a couple of those larges, and it turned out to only be 1 scrake on the main lane rather than multiple larges. So,
right,
it's good awareness right there. Because again, it's really hard to take back this bottom lane, and you really want to avoid the sandwiches.
Right. Speaking of awareness, I am aware that they are not going to go for the wave 7 objective.
Unfortunately, they're not doing it because they know I'm here and I want them to do objectives.
Yeah. They said, yo, this blunt guy is over here trying to goad us into this. Nah. And it seems as if, looking at all these large counts, it looks like a good play here because we do see Tibbs getting a sight spawn of trash there.
Yep. I was just gonna say they need to embrace the pain, and well, they're gonna have to definitely embrace it this wave.
Speaking of embrace, the FP giving Tibbs a hug.
Right.
Coming up the stairs.
Good time for Z time here. Now Tibbs is gonna need help with good rotation by the SWAT, RK. Good heals.
I always wondered how you pronounce RK's name. Really, like the Rklplol or?
I've always called him Rklplol, but you know.
It happens.
You know, I'm blind. I don't see those other letters.
Yeah. Yo, I'm only down to 2 syllables with a lot of people, so it's like,
Because Tibbs is pushed into the wall.
Is getting hit.
Tibbs needs to get away from that side so they don't get sandwiched.
She does only have trash coming in, which she needs to push through because she's gonna triple FP coming on her lane.
Really good takedown there on that Scrake to get it out of the way.
With the standard ASL bloat spawn right between her and her prey.
Dude. the bloats on that stairwell.
That's nasty. Yeah.
Horrible.
And we do see the triple FP. I'm not sure if they saw her yet. She does need to clear these bloats. But the bloats are blocking the FP just a little bit here.
Yeah.
Then they flash. Okay, good.
Yep, good work right there. Quick work of those flesh pounds. Good time for a Z time. There's still more larges down there. But as long as... Yeah, there's only 25 to go. I was going to say, as long as these other lanes don't get slammed, they should be just fine. You know, like we said earlier, this bottom lane can get either not that much attention or quite a lot of attention.
Right.
And Tibbs is getting a lot of attention down there.
It's hot or cold and it is on fire. Ooh, with the stumble, okay. You do see the bottom lane still getting stuff, even at 6 sets left.
So we are just at the end of wave 7, about to hit wave 8. Almost 18 minutes. This is a great pace that they're going.
Yeah,
on.
this is excellent.
I would like to point out that the time bonus is now right. They've entered 2 times decrement territory, which means time is now the bonus is decreasing at 2 times speed. We're about to hit triple time decrement, which means the time bonus will decrease at triple speed. So, you know, the later in the waves, the faster, the more you are pressured to finish quickly.
Right. At exactly 20 minutes, as Tamari said. So the fact that they're like going as fast as they are with this hold, it just goes to show how just efficient they're being, right?
Yeah, definitely. Here we go. As these large spawns come in, I'd like to point out Virazu with kind of a quiet 200,000 damage. Really good job. I mean, the only reason I say quiet is I've been paying attention to that bottom lane a lot more than that front lane.
Yeah.
Uranium is now getting slammed with larges here.
Ooh.
Flesh pound.
Thankfully, he has a thing
flesh pound and 50 cents.
Right. It has a good $3.50. Buy himself a nice soda or something. Thankfully, he does have a thing called a middle mouse, so he can block all these crits.
Yes, this is parry. All those Zerkers out there.
Oh, is that a carbine?
Uranium
bought a carbine.
Uranium has a carbine.
Well, ain't that something?
That is, you know, when you don't have a medic, that's a good call. Because
right.
It puffs and you can run into the puff, right?
I've seen it earlier, right? A lot of OFF matches, right? But to see it on this lane specifically, as far back as it is, honestly, it's a pretty good play.
Yeah, it is. But what is that? Oh, never mind.
Hopefully,
It's very confusing.
Speaking of these are looking real good.
Lots of trash for Bagels to extend off. They're getting these extensions a little early because these large spawns are a little bit of ways away. There's a triple flesh pound. I'm sorry, quad flesh pound. Oh no, never mind. That's QP. That tricked me.
Yeah. It's just $1, not $4.
Triple flesh pound though on that front lane. Good freeze. Oh man, Uranium's absolutely getting slammed here.
So we do have Z time.
Uranium basically needs to go nuclear with this Vlad 1000 here.
Man needs to drop the Kazar bomb or assist filming. Maybe get a little thorium action. You don't know. Ladies and gentlemen, at the Tamari Mentor Tournament, we have the best dad button. Speaking of dad buttons, we are at 6 as well. Not sure how that relates, but you know. We'll figure it out eventually.
It's okay. It's okay.
Speaking of figure it out, Uranium getting a bit beat up here.
Yeah, RKP switching over to heal Uranium, but it's okay. Just a
Mhm.
couple Zeds left, and they are just flying through this. It's the end of Wave 8.
Right.
Just about to hit 21 minutes. This is an insane pace that they're going on. Let's hope
You
they
see-
keep it up.
Pretty sure I just saw Uranium fund the Tibbs with a couple more spares, which is a really good call here. This lane, especially going into waves 9 and 10, can get really stacked.
They're definitely getting to the eye of the tiger here.
Oh, yeah. And the last known survivor will stalk the prey in the night. He's watching us all in the eye. I'm guessing that would be us, right? Watching them all in the
That's true.
night. Speaking of watching, we're watching them go right into wave 9 here.
Man, I
And
cannot
with
wait for these
that-
last months.
Alright, so far Tibbs, which is a single FP.
And the friendly is getting a double Scrake, double FP.
Right.
One of the things I really like about CD are these large spawns. You know, they really pressure your team to just perform.
Oh, for sure.
You know? It's as simple as that. Just perform.
Yeah.
Get the Z times, get your headshots.
It's like, it's one thing to obviously mark down a little bit, but it's one thing to be able to perform under the pressure that's where it's like you need to get your headshots, get your extensions while you're under the clock, underneath getting nearly limited from the tournament. So it's like no pressure, no pressure. Speaking of the pressure, front lane is getting a bit steady here.
Yeah, and
With
Tibbs
Tibbs
is about
getting
to get
ooh.
triple fleshbound.
Whoa.
Triple fleshbound, 1 quarter, and a Scrake.
And they're
Friendly
going,
getting-
yeah. Just getting mixed here a little bit.
She really needs this Z time. Hopefully Bagels got that everything seasoning, because Tibbs needs everything Bagels got.
That man needs a sauce. And good lord, is he cooking. Speaking of cooking, we see Tibbs going right onto the stairs.
Yeah, Tibbs doing a good job not getting cornered.
Right, she's playing
And
very
going
safe.
up the stairs, yeah.
So with the Z time, she may be able to inch out just a little bit. There will be a Scray, I'm sure she'll... Yeah.
Picking up on Uranium. Uranium has triple blow, triple husk.
He does have 5 EMPs. Game was like, yeah, you should probably use those. Unless he has a nail gun.
Which he does.
Nail guns also work.
Yes, yes. Build houses.
Oh, yeah. He is using
Nice.
a single shot.
Triple flesh pound coming around this corner here. They are staggered a little bit, which will help.
Yeah, Tim's is getting MKO'd right now. Bunch of sprays right now.
Oh, Scrake train down below.
I haven't seen her use nail bombs, so. Granted, there are 18 left. And things are going real swimmingly.
Yeah, the nail bombs are actually really underrated because, you know, you can clear a good amount of trash with nail bombs.
Oh, yeah.
You know, and you do get that every now and again stun.
Oh, yeah, the stuns. Oh. Especially since she does have an SPX on her, right?
Right,
She could combo that with the nail gun to get assist and straight takedown.
right. And look at that. Just finishing wave 9. Just about to
23
run
minutes.
24 minutes right now.
Yeah.
So they're making great time. Remember, they are on the triple time decrement, so they need to go faster each wave. As the later it gets.
Go a little
why
faster, showing what you're
it's-
after.
This is why they should do the objective holds.
They should really go to the objective hold. Nudge, nudge, wink, wink.
I mean, look at the objective hold here. It is next to their, you know, main hold, so you know it's not that much of a difference. Yeah.
I mean, It's the most doable one.
You know, it's like in GoldenEye when you like accept your mission, they're
Right.
not accepting Moneypenny's missions at all. They're like, no.
Of course not. They said we need more money than this. Broadcast. No, but it is a certain level of, yeah, probably not worth it when the guy running the tournament goes, that's the most doable one. But speaking of doable, going into wave 10, the front lane is going to get slammed right now.
Oh, absolutely. Just after these flesh pounds that are already turning the corner, there's 3 more with a double strike. They're about probably 10 seconds away.
It's a matter of time at this point. You see a triple FP, triple strike.
Yeah, this is really, you know, part of the game you gotta really watch for these big spawns, right? This is the time of game where, you know, it's called a giga, right? Where you just get an excessively large spawn.
Right, especially at this MM, right? You're more likely to just be susceptible to those sorts of things. Speaking of susceptible, we see those double rage.
Oh, double rage. This is gonna push him a little bit.
Ooh, but we get the D rage on the
Really good
second
job.
FP.
Yeah, really good job. Something you can use right there is, you know, you can use another Zed to D-rage that FP.
Right, especially with double FP, that is crucial. Oh, we do see the double rage, unfortunately, for Bagels.
Yeah, the crit on Virazu.
Ooh.
Good job on Virazu moving forward and not backing up.
Right.
Moving forward to take the larges that are still back there, right? Because you really want to, like, you want to help your teammates, but sometimes it's better to just not help them in order to help them.
Speaking of help, they are getting really pushed here.
Yeah.
Virazu getting punted into a corner.
Yeah. Now, they need to let Tibbs know.
Yeah, no, Tibbs hasn't gotten a call, I feel.
Yeah, they need to let Tibbs know immediately. Uranium is also hurting. Uranium is almost down. He needs a heal really badly.
Yeah. It seems like he didn't get a carbine, so.
Yeah.
Oh, no, he did. Oh, and there it is.
Oh, look at that spawn.
This man, he's got 5 million IQ.
It's like everyone's together, and looks like they all kind of converge on the objective. Now, they need to be careful here. This is a pinch.
Yep, that's exactly what I was worrying about.
This
The
is a
stairs.
pinch. They need some kind of a freezer.
They need to drop.
Or a drop.
Ooh, Uranium almost down here.
Oh, man.
We're looking for the war room?
Yes, let's do a war room right now.
All right, drop him in.
We're at max.
Hello, war room, let's go.
I have at least one. Never mind.
Boris, are you watching back? There's escape flash.
One.
Uranium, you're left behind.
Yep, I'm good. Don't die, Tibbs.
I'm good. I'm good.
Kill us on. Kill.
Yep.
The one that's close is dead.
Don't get stuck. You guys on the ramp. Stuck on the ramp. Careful.
Yep.
FP behind. I got him.
I'm gonna throw a freeze.
Help with these flash pounds.
Oh, rage behind.
Holy shit!
Get moving.
Take the rage.
No, wait.
I have one.
That's okay.
Scrake behind.
He's
Scrake on
super
Kai.
low.
Bash.
I'll take their phone. I can take their phone. There's nothing for me.
I'm gonna start it.
Scrake.
They don't have the defense for me. SP, that's coming.
Add that, please. Thank you. Very slow. Okay, well, we're at boss area, I guess.
Yeah, totally as planned.
It's a nice.
I think I need to call a dentist after that because my teeth were gritted that whole time.
You know, I'm not gonna lie. You know, I've been doing casts for this tournament, pretty much the entire tournament, right? I actually forgot about the war room because I was having so much fun just watching them
I was
play
grossed.
and like chatting it up, and I was
Right.
just like, I saw war room, I was like, oh man, yeah, let's do it.
Oh yeah. Here comes the Medicalist Maddie fight. Okay.
So unfortunate on the death there, but you know,
Mm.
a death doesn't end anything, right? And so
Does Boris have a G36?
they did a really good job holding that up. Boris does have a G36.
This man got a G36. Oh, did Tibbs too have a G36? Oh, oh.
Yeah. So once again, this is a medicless 10 HP, 10 player HP matriarch fight. A 10 HP matriarch wouldn't be any chance, but a 10 player HP matriarch, yeah, now that is tough.
I got 4 G36.
They need to not get shot a lot,
Don't get shot. That's
Yeah.
a very words to live by.
right?
Can we hear the G36s go off? They do.
Yep.
Fade out the blue.
Now, really good job. The G36 does a really good job of
And the gong's
destroying
gone.
armor.
Right.
Got rid of the gun. That's probably the biggest threat, right?
Right.
Second biggest threat are the Edo. So, you know, you have to really watch out for them, especially the blasters. The blasters just melt you away.
Right. Especially with the bombers. They
Yeah.
can knock down padding, kind of ruin the kill.
Mm-hmm. And here come the Edar.
Siren. That scream hurts. They get definitely.
It does.
Ooh, with a trapper.
Take
3
the-
trappers in a row. They are getting pinched a little bit with the Siren Scream. Maddie almost down.
Let's see if Bagel can get these Edar extensions.
And he seems to be able to keep. They
doing
could
a
get the
good-
kill here.
Yeah, doing a real good job. Just one more extension. And Matriarch is getting absolutely demolished here.
Fight back, Maddie! Fight back! Come on,
Almost
Lucy!
done.
Oh. And there it is.
Really well done. What a score here. 29-74.
Off of scenario 1.
Pretty much like 30 minutes, almost just a little over 30 minutes, just under 31 minutes. What a
Right.
good time there.
Good stuff. OnlyFansFire. All right, and with that, we're going to be going over to scenario B.
Yes, we are.
Let's see if they can keep up the pace.
30 seconds left.
Now, this next match will have double Hans instead of 10 player HP matriarch. So
20 seconds.
This is going to be looking.
let's
Looks
see
pretty
if
good.
let's see if they can keep up this momentum they have. They made a really good score right here. They only had 1 death. It's not the end of the world, right? We've seen that in previous matches.
9,
Right.
So they just need to,
7,
they just need to move on and not let anything bother them. They also can't get comfortable, right? You can be a little happy, be like, yeah, we did great, and then, all of a sudden,
They can still wipe.
right?
Hey, still.
Don't look comfortable.
Don't get too comfortable.
We need like
well-
the shopping spree mall music for the loading screens.
That'd be so cool.
Dun, dun, dun.
Dun, 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 dun. God,
Let's see if they change this up at all.
I mean, the strat was working real good, so
Yeah.
wouldn't be.
They might not change it up. They could change it up. They have choices.
They're taking 5.
They have choices here. I know that is groundbreaking analysis.
Yeah, they do have choices here. They could get the double quarter pounder or the Whopper. Go get the Baconator with the fries.
Or they could just go all out and just say screw it and get the McRib.
Oh, for sure. Get that McPizza, Right, so we're going to be looking at double Hans with 6 player health.
Definitely. So 6-player health is pretty much the normal health for a full match, right? A full public match.
I believe so, yeah.
Yeah.
For CD, I think it's 12, but actually no, I think it's Tamari says it's 0, so it would be 6-player SP.
Yeah.
But I do want to talk about that last match, boss strat, because when I saw 4 G36Cs, oh my lord.
Yeah, the G36, for those who may not be aware, is very adept at destroying armor.
Right.
Or penetrating armor, right? It's a solid gun for, say rioters, right? I know SWATs, in the past have had a lot of difficulties with rioters. So the G36 is pretty much the SWAT's answer to rioters. Which is nice for SWAT, right? Because for a long time it was basically just, at first it was the Chris, right? And then after the Chris, it became, the nail gun. And then pretty much it was just Chris nail gun as what most SWATs would use. Now finally the SWAT has another thing that can really, really help. I'm not saying the other guns are useless. They are useful for killing trash. However, SWAT's strongest weapons have always been kind of a mainstay. So it's nice to have the G36 in there in the mix.
For the sake of sponsorships, we are not saying SWAT is a bad perk.
Yes, I love SWAT.
Yeah, we love SWAT in this house.
I think SWAT is a lot of fun.
However, the G36 is a very good tool in the SWAT's arsenal that I am very happy to pay full price for. but all jokes aside, that was definitely a strategy that was honestly it was very good to see such strategies kind of be pulled off here today.
Yeah, that was a good strategy.
Because
Matrix armor it can take a long time to take off sometimes, because especially what I really like too is how Uranium kind of just held Matriarch in place, because one of the things Matriarch also romps around a lot, right? So it can be tough to it's tough to shoot a moving target, even as big as Matriarch is, right? Matriarch get behind poles, get behind walls, and it's just tough. It's nice to have something kind of just sit still, right? Another thing, they were definitely did it just, to beat it like really fast, right? Beat Matriarch really fast, right? Because they want to just get that kill over with, right? And get the time bonus done with, because, if they took too long, their time bonus would have been gone. And so it's nice that they got a little bit of it, right?
Tamari bring up another point as well, right? Where they are playing for their place in the tournament. Like, if that arm does not go, they probably would eat. You know what I mean, right? Like,
yes.
So to make sure that her most dangerous attack, in my opinion, just gets wiped out immediately is a very good call.
Yes, because they already had one death. I mean, take it from someone, right, who has died 95 times to Matriarch on Canville. Matriarch will murder you.
Why do you have that number memorized?
Because it was a very traumatic moment.
I mean, fair enough, honestly. If I got my ass beat by a woman that many times in a row, I'd probably remember it.
She was just sniping the hell out of us.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, yes. Yeah. And yes, for the crowd, that was another game mode.
Yeah.
I was able to die 95 times, yes, but I
love dying 95 times.
Matriarch can be very painful.
10 Maddies out of 1. God, because the blue laser just... It is the most punishing thing in the game, in my opinion.
It is a...
because like you get out of sight, even if your teammates are out of, in the open, you just get half your HP dropped, and I'm like,
Yeah, there are countless moments where I'm just in a game and, one of us gets around the corner, but someone's still just slightly out. I mean, I've even tried to peek and shoot Matriarch, and then my shoulder gets shot by her Tesla, and then everyone gets shot, right? And it's killed me, right?
Oh, you have 1 pixel out in the open? Well, I guess your whole team's dead.
It can be really devastating.
Oh yeah.
So it looks like they're going with the same roster.
Yeah, I can't blame them. It's looking real good, and we're almost off to the races. And it is. Oh, RK going medic.
Oh, looks like they did a medic run. They did a last-second swap. They are now doing a medic run for the second match. So, you know, they basically they want to just secure. You know, they got a nice quick round done, so they kind of want to just secure a nice score, which I can't blame them for doing. And, you know, as Tamari just noted right now in chat, they might be doing objective.
Yeah, because honestly, getting objective 1 finished just so you can get that initial like point boost is all that really matters. But
yeah,
a bit scary though, to be honest, especially with Uranium right here. Look at this guy, man, they're deep.
Yeah,
but definitely with.
I hope to see them do these objectives because the objectives look a lot of fun.
Especially one later on. No spoilers. Speaking of scary, you have your inner here just going brazen. This man is.
I'm looking for him. Oh yeah, he's down there.
Yeah. Guy had 3 husks and a scrape just on him. I'm like, yo, this man.
No fear.
This man's powerful.
No fear with that Grovel power.
Honestly. Man invested in Grovel Coin and man, it's going to the moon. Shit. But in all seriousness, they were at 30 Zeds left, not even a minute 30 on the clock. It's looking good.
Oh, he's got the second streak on the stairs. The stairs spawned double streaks last time too.
Oh yeah. Honestly, the fact that that's sort of consistent is kind of funny.
Yeah.
It's like, Uranium, we know what you're about. Go for him. Sick him.
Take your Grovel.
Take your Grovel and go, my child.
Smack shit in the face with it.
Commit crime. Commit crime in the name of Grovel. Speaking of crime, we have a whole lot of troublemakers here.
Yeah, most
Seems like
definitely.
they're going to do what they do best, and they're just taking on each other's lands.
They are going back to the spot they held in the previous match.
We see Uranium funding Tibbs here.
So Tibbs. Is Tibbs back down there? Oh, yes.
Also, Tamari is correct in the fact that it's worth mentioning that they have done this comp for the bosses. So the fact that they're going to be going against Hans, right? They're going to be wanting that medic, I feel.
Yeah, most definitely. Hans is tough.
Bro, fuck Hans.
Yeah, he'll whoop your ass.
I'm still not over that Team Fortress game, man. Fuck Hans.
Hans can throw hands. I'm just gonna say that right now. Right?
Oh yeah. Granted, it does allow people to kind of come in being like, yeah.
Hans will catch that fade.
Oh yeah, he will.
Okay.
And if they can go for no medic bonus, like the other team rather, but.
The other scary thing that I'm really interested to see later on, you know, when Hans gets in his last stage, he throws a lot of grenades.
Oh.
But that's going to be double the grenades.
Like, I'm not sure if you can heal 120 feet. If it's possible, let me know. Personally speaking, I don't think you can overheal that much. Speaking of
well, you know, yeah, things going nice and smooth. Front lane, and plenty of trash for the Z times.
Right.
I always like to point out how critical Commando is every time I cast. It's just these Z times, man. They just give people so much time to not only take advantage of their Z time skills, right? Because Perk gets a Z times, like a specific 2 Z time skills, right? And you could choose from them. But also, like, it just slowing things down for a second can just really save you.
Especially in this setting, right, where Tibbs doesn't have RK anymore to back her up. At least on the SWAT side, where she doesn't have end caps at arc her own. So she's going to be either calling RK for heal or buffs, and maybe getting Boris to help her out with end cap.
Right.
So that's 6 freezes, right?
Right.
There's only so many to go around. Speaking of going around,
The classic combo, double float, double siren.
Classic combo of beautiful woman, ugly man. It's very unfortunate to see.
So
Speaking of fortunate,
One-
we do see that.
go ahead.
My bad, go ahead. Oh, I was
Oh.
gonna say, speaking of fortunate, they are going into wave 2, looking nice and spiffy. 4
Yeah,
minutes on the
making
clock.
good pace here. I would like to point out with a medic, right? You get so much more. That's why medic runs are, they're so scary because, medics buff things. They buff you. I'm sorry, right? They buff players. They debuff things if they're using the Hemogoblin, right? They can tank they can just heal so fast. Like there's so much you are losing when you don't do a medic. So now that they have a medic, you see they had 4 players on that front lane. Now they only have 3. You're thinking, oh man, they have one entirely less, one player less. It's going to be a lot harder, but they still have the medic to buff them.
True.
It gives them that extra damage.
That is very fair, especially with the GS, right?
Yeah.
Like we're talking about eating God before, this man eat worlds after that.
Yeah.
You guys like upgraded Deagles, right? Audience, you like upgraded Deagles? It's like the fact that medic can just give you that on a drop of a hat almost. It's pretty good.
Yeah, definitely. But if you do upgrade him, you're going to jail, Bill.
Oh, for sure. Hey, I've served my nickel. It's fine. I ain't ready to go back. But speaking of upgrade, we see Tibbs with the team arm. Even though they do have a lot in the main lane.
It's triple Scrake and a Flesh Pound. Flesh Pound is a god. Power of the SPX right there.
Now you see him, now you don't.
This is such a good lane for the SPX.
Oh, for sure. Like, as a tool, the SVX is just a very good gun.
Oh, I love it.
For
Every
650. Oh, yeah. Like, for 650, you just get so much out of it.
Mm-hmm.
So, in terms of what we're doing here, it's even doubly so, right? In terms of the value.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, Tibbs getting pushed up the stairs just a little bit, but it's bad with MM. They're looking good.
Right, Tibbs got the rotation for the medic.
Yeah.
So she's able to
Talked about
push up.
earlier.
Yeah.
And things are looking good. Tibbs does have double scrape on her, make that triple.
Triple Scrake, just 10 left though, so
Oh, yeah.
we'll all be able to gang up on him.
What are they gonna do? Yeah, exactly. Bully him. Bully him. Take his bunch of money. Call him names. Uranium just generating a bit more eco for the team. And things are looking good going into wave 4.
Yeah, things are looking good here. Just about to hit wave 4 with 6.5 minutes. So they're on a really good pace here.
Mm-hmm.
They just need to keep it up. This other team is not going to let up, right? So they just have to keep up the pressure. They cannot let up because the other team isn't going to let up either.
Oh, yeah.
And this is, again, remember, for those who may not have caught it earlier, this is an elimination match. So one of these teams will not continue after today.
Or this weekend, we should say, because...
Or this weekend, yes.
Anyways, going into wave 4. Yeah.
I just got it right now.
Hey, don't worry about it, don't worry about it.
So Tibbs getting a Flesh Pound and a quarter and a scrape right off the bat.
Hope you enjoyed their warm-up, because looks like she is going to take care of that FP real quick. Did do the head turn towards Uranium.
Ooh,
That's the one thing.
that FP.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
So mean. So mean.
Remember when I said the whole lane can, the map can see you?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Tibbs needs to be careful here. Yeah,
Right.
good. She needs to go up the stairs. That corner there can really that hold down there can really like kind of lull you into some comfort, but then you back into the wall and all of a sudden you're like, oh snap.
Oh wait, I'm playing corridor. Oh,
Yeah.
we just see the spawn at the bottom here. Just pouring out more as she's up the stairs.
Oh yeah.
She does have triple spray, which for that time she could be able to take out real quick.
Yeah, Uranium is dealing with the flesh pound.
She is getting pushed with RK with the spray here.
Hey, the medic with the spray. Good job turning around on Virazu's part. Need the Z time here.
She definitely does. She's gonna have a double QP when she fresh out. Ooh. She does leave that strike alone, unfortunately. And we do see the time rage on the FP.
Double time rage and QQPs coming up the stairs right now. They need to be careful here.
This might be a kite.
This is definitely a moment of the moments.
Yeah, it sure is a moment of all time. Uranium getting knocked down. Ooh, we see Tibbs getting knocked here.
And
Tibbs is down.
Yeah. The heavy attack from the flesh pound. RK is also in a little bit of trouble. So is Virazu.
Ooh, Virazu is low.
They need to get through this doorway here. They also need these extends.
They are at 35 left. They can clutch this out.
Yeah, they can definitely.
As we see here with Uranium just cleaving through. Alright.
It's moments like
FPV.
these.
Right.
So moments like these, you could really see the pressure that, the increased spawns of CD put on you.
Also, Tamari has been watching the same thing too, where the FP just kind of went backwards and back again.
Ah. So troll.
Oh yeah. Yeah, this map is map's full of oddities, and the FP does not want to
Oh,
of
man.
uranium.
That Huss suicide.
That man hates nuclear energy.
Yeah.
Speaking of that energy,
He does not like
theirs.
He does not want the power of the sun.
Yes, man.
Palm of his hands.
He doesn't enjoy pouring water.
All right, good
Fire.
regroup there. Good recovery.
Right. Taking the pressure in stride.
Yep, they just need to keep up the pace.
Mm-hmm.
A death or two, or even 3, or even 4 won't, ruin your chances. You just have to forget about it and just keep moving.
Indeed. We do see Uranium coming down here to fund Tibbs.
Yeah.
As
The
always,
one
the time.
thing,
Yeah.
Death's really, you have to get your guns back. People have to give you some money if you don't already have enough money. There's just a few extra steps you have to go through, right? And that can waste just those precious seconds.
Mm-hmm. Especially since they aren't doing any objectives so far.
So far.
And
Have any
Wells-
popped up yet? I don't think any popped up yet.
Yeah. But that, as well as the fact they have the nomadic bonus gone.
I really hope.
Yeah.
I really hope they do the objectives. I really, really hope they do the
They don't pop them until the end. That is true. We do see Uranium Evo Day.
Always good to have time for that.
Oh, yeah.
Triple scrape and a quarter for the front lane.
It does seem as if he's trying to raise the FP so he gets to him faster.
Yeah, that's smart.
That's a good strat. That's a good strat. I like that.
Yeah, that's smart because they're already seeing him anyways, so they're going to time range, right?
Eventually.
Yeah.
Ooh, did you
See that other one's raging now. Good time for that dead time. He's got a triple FP. Dealt with 1. He's got 2. Can he get the 3?
Oh, yes, he can.
Yes!
3! And speaking of 3, the main lane is getting hit a little bit.
Yeah, main lane. Couple quarters, couple flesh pounds. Nothing as that time can't cure.
Of course. As well as that, we do see QPs coming up on Tibbs lane. You should be able to manage that. And things are looking swimming. Ooh. See, every time I say that, I hear a roar.
Every time you say that, yep.
Every single time. I feel like I'm jinxing myself.
It just shows the pressure that you
Right.
get constantly in CD. You just can't. You gotta just,
You cannot press.
Yeah, There's no rest for the wicked.
Oh, sure. And they're looking devious right now.
And, you know, money doesn't grow on trees, so they gotta get all these kills. You know what I mean?
I mean, fair enough. You know, you gotta fund some people, then you gotta make that money back.
All right, now the front lane is getting pushed a little bit.
Right.
That's what the QPs will do, because QPs don't stop moving.
They do have 30 left, so they could cinch this one out.
Oh,
Especially
look
with
at
that time.
A bloat. Are we going to see a
Kansas
bloat
bulked up.
prep? Are we going to see a bloat preparation? Oh, I don't think they need it, actually.
Nah, they're fine.
You know, fun things that, you know, the increased large spawns do in CD, right? Is, you know, sometimes, you know, a player has to help their commando get an extension or two, right? And,
Right.
you know, sometimes you'll see a player shoot, you know, a bloat to, you know, near death and let the commando finish it for that extension. It's critical. And I really hope they do this objective. Look at this objective hold.
Oh no. Is this one? Yeah, it's the one.
This is one of the ones of all time here.
It sure is a hold of all time. It sure is.
Now, luckily for them, this is where Uranium has been holding for this entire time, the previous match and this match. So Uranium will be in the objective spot, getting them a few points.
Mm-hmm. They will be getting a bump in eco at the very least.
Yes, definitely.
And we're going into wave 6. Excuse me. Oh, and there's the time bonus decrease.
Virazu doing a great job leading the way with damage at 166,000 damage so far.
Look
Man,
at
it's
this man.
putting in work.
5%. See Uranium getting that emote in.
Oh, we just got that. We're just hitting the part of the time bonus where it's going to decrease at 2 times speed, so they just need to increase the pace here.
All right, speaking of increase the pace, Tibbs getting a triple FP.
Oh, triple
does have
FP
that
and a
time.
scrape.
He does have a Z time to take care of at least one or two.
You know, this is the challenge of solo laning, right? Look at that trash in front of a triple flesh pound spawn. That is insane. Like, you got to deal with all of it. Yeah.
All right, she does have AF.
Really good job. I love the AF 2011s.
All right, ooh, RK with the pre-buff grenade.
Yeah,
Oh,
good
you
medic
see
play
the
there.
other FP raging.
Uranium is down a little bit, but RK turns around with some good heals. Nice fletch pound extend by Bagel.
And we see Boris coming in with the rotation. And Tibbs has another double coming in.
Oh yeah, did they spawn right there? I think they spawned right there.
Right.
Yeah. That is the scary part of losing the ground on this lane. A couple Skrakes now just spawned around that corner.
Oh lord. The game really said, you want to play Gia? You're gonna play GS.
On stairs, by the way. You know, I know a lot of people don't like stairs. You know.
Oh, of course not. You ever try walking upstairs? It's hard. Oh, speaking of hard, we got an FP and a straight coming right up in.
This is just like John McClane's journey up Nakatomi Towers here.
Oh, of course. Man's walking up.
It is a tough battle.
War of nutrition. War of munition.
Now both the front lane and the stairs are kind of backing into each other. Yeah, they need to be careful here not to merge.
He does have extensions here if he can manage that.
We might see a Scrake preparation. Yes, we do.
Ah. Love to see it.
Yeah, good teamwork right there to prepare a Scrake for that commando.
And with
Nice
that,
ending, triple flash pound spawn.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love it.
Right.
Love it.
I love it. Oh, we do
That's
see
that.
Uranium Kind of dancing a bit with his boot.
Oh, good move by Uranium to keep that streak in the zone.
Making sure he gets that money.
Yeah, just a little extra money. They only got 18% of the objective.
Right. But that's $82.
However, you know, that's a little bit of objective score, right? I think. Or does it have to be completed?
Right. It does have to be completed.
It has to be completed. Okay.
And we do see the
I am
wave
mistaken on
7.
that, but they got the money.
Right.
They should hold this objective. Come on.
It's not.
people.
It's
Hold
not.
it.
Yeah. Come on, people.
Hold
This
the
is-
objective.
This is what you paid tickets for. This is what you came here to see.
They have to embrace the pain, right? Pain has a face. Allow the
exactly.
game to show them.
Pain has a face. You better look him in the eyes. Make him blink. Make him squirm. Oh Lord! All right, it seems as they're not doing the objective, ladies and gentlemen. However, they are doing really good time here.
Oh yeah, they're making great time. I'm just razzing them about the objectives.
Oh, of course, of course. At a certain point, you just gotta cut your losses, right? Make sure you're not doing anything too risky.
Yeah, because I mean, you know, you don't want to get eliminated, right? It is
course.
definitely high risk. And I mean high risk. It's up there. Like it's extreme risk. It's
Yeah.
not, it's not just a little risk, right?
Right.
Oh man. So here we are, wave 7. We're gonna really see the large as ramp up here.
Oh yeah. Honestly, I'm excited for the boss. If only because, right, we're gonna be dealing with 2 monsters at once. So worst comes to worst, they go somehow just get one of them at red health and the other at red health. It's like, yeah, just throw like 20 HE commands. Who cares?
Yeah, you know, I mean they got Hans and his brother Simon, right? Like
Right.
this is the matchup of matchup.
You got Hans and Victor. Wait, Victor, you see? Yeah, I wish I could do it next time. Speaking of which, they are really good right now. Over here making good time. We got
Oh, I see Uranium pushing
Yeah,
up
Uranium
to raise
is
those push mode. Ooh. That was a little bit scary there. It's always scary to like see people fight flesh mounts on stairs, right?
Oh yeah.
That can be really, really brutal. But look
Wait,
at the
those
power
things
of
get
that
past
nail gun.
Uranium or?
I don't see what's
What-
talking about.
I
Oh
was gonna
wow.
say, what are they? Uranium
look
is
like
getting
they might have
jumped a
leaked-
little bit.
Ah, I think they might have leaked through.
All I know is that they got it down. It's looking good so far. 40 left.
40 goes. Still plenty of larges to deal with.
Oh yeah. 40 left, but half of them are left.
Making quick work. These poor flesh mounts, poor Scrakes, don't stand a chance. Great SPX gaming.
SPX game. Oh, yeah, I'm moving a couple hugs
Yeah, every time I look over at Uranium, I kind of hear the Duel of Fates song going.
here. Yeah. Funniest part about that is that there's a sound mod on Steam Workshop right now that you can get the lightsaber sounds for it.
Oh, wow,
Sick.
wow, wow, wow.
Yeah. Wom, wom, wom. Oh man. Speaking of oh man, we see things looking good here.
Things
Going
looking
into
good.
Wave 8.
No objective for me to tease them about. Just starting wave 8, 19 minutes.
19 minutes. These people are going fast.
Let's do this. Let's do this. Uranium. I think these quarters in this flesh pound are going towards them. Yes, they are.
He's doing something. Sure is doing something.
Front lane's got 50 cents. They're just gonna toss that 50 cents in their
Oh, of course.
piggy bank, you know.
Has a couple quarters in, you know, gotta do that laundry. I mean, look at your, he's covered in blood. Probably smells a bit. Speaking of smell.
Just like to point out, Virazu leading the way with now 270,000 damage. He is just working that. Yeah, he's working that SPX.
Yeah, just keep on moving to see a whole 4 larges here, 4 FPs. As well as Tibbs getting a bit of a straight train on her end.
Mm-hmm.
Uranium here just getting a bit chunk here.
The thing with those Scrake lines, right? Like, you know, Scrakes walk up to you nice and slow, but they just don't stop. And if you don't deal with them, you're pushed.
You can absolutely get moved down by another one.
Yeah.
Because these FPs stop when they're age, right?
Mm-hmm.
Scrakes just keep going.
Yeah,
Can't
exactly.
keep going.
Some great Vlad 1000 gaming by Uranium.
You see him just holding the line.
Yep.
Man's almost permabuff.
Oh man, he's really getting slammed on that lane. I just went down to check Tibbs' lane. I turned back and he's got 2 more flesh mouths.
Like, where are the larges on the lane? And it's like, oh, there they are.
Alright, here we go. Zed time. Time for the Vlad 1000. Time to go Oppenheimer right here.
Oh, Oppenheimer. Einstein wouldn't approve of this.
Definitely not. Just 20 to go. Doing a really good job here. By the way, the time bonus is now decreasing in 3 times speed, by the way.
Right. They still have a decent chunk of it.
Oh yeah, they're making good time.
Yeah. Honestly, speaking of which, did you see Oppenheimer?
I did.
How'd you feel about it?
I did. I recommend it.
Yeah.
Good movie.
It's good. It's good.
Yeah.
Now, my other question is, you see Barbie afterwards, or?
I did not. I didn't.
Ah, dang.
But it was fun.
It was a. It gave me the same vibes when the third one. Animal Crossing came out the same day. Sick.
You know, I'm looking at this objective hold. And
Yeah.
I just noticed something that I've never noticed in this map.
What's going on?
Is that mech suit.
Oh yeah.
I have never looked at that mech suit before. Like,
Is that the hard suit that I always see when I
yeah,
pick this
I
game up?
didn't, I didn't know that mech suit even existed.
Yeah.
Learn something new every day.
Yep.
So here we go. Let's start wave 9.
Right.
Now I'm thinking a war room either this wave or next wave. I usually like
Oh,
to do
sure.
wave 10 war rooms. 'Cause that's always the height of pressure.
Oh, for sure.
And man, Uranium's got quite a few larges.
Uranium is just getting it all, man. Look at him go. Just go.
Tibbs getting Sprake and a flesh hound down below as well.
Mm-hmm.
It's just one flesh hound for the main lane.
It seems like the game really just hates Uranium right now.
Yeah.
They are
Game's like-
protesting.
Game's like, we need to kill this berserker.
Oh, for sure. They are protesting real hard right now.
Yeah, you know. They don't want him to make his debut, you know?
Oh, for sure.
His musical debut. The song Berserker.
Exactly.
I am a berserker.
I was gonna say, I should probably link that song somewhere. Speaking of somewhere,
Really good set times right here.
right?
Now that front lane's starting to get slammed with some larges
Oh,
here.
yeah.
While I say that, Uranium gets more Scrakes and more Flesh Pounds and more
Yeah.
Quarter Pound.
The game just says fuck 'em.
The game is so mad at Uranium right now.
Yeah. He's like, oh, you got a nail gun, right? Did you get a spare?
KF2 gods are very angry.
They are not happy. The GM does not appreciate this net resistance. Ooh, he is getting a bit low here.
Yeah, it's a really good display though of how much damage a Zerker can tank, right?
Oh yeah.
I've seen Uranium take quite a few hits, including critical hits too, right? So
Right. Also, we do see us getting right past. Oh, he's coming back.
oh, so that's how it happened.
Probably.
That's how it happened earlier. As the
That's
large
crazy.
spawn are not letting up.
Yep. But the win con is looking right here. As long as Uranium keeps his damage low
Right.
and heals up, should be good.
Right.
And we're poking it out. We got 15 left.
Just 15 to go. Looks like RK can really focus on Uranium right now,
Right.
which is very helpful, right? And I spoke
Honestly,
about all the buffs that medics can do, and there's 3 different buffs, right? There's resistance, there's speed, and
Right.
damage. There's so much.
Oh, excuse me. What I was gonna say, right? It's like it probably. Oh, the Husk is just trying to sneak up. Oh, okay. He's looking a bit spicy, but the man Uranium is going for it. I am curious, honestly. I'm wondering if Tamari could give me a large kills that wave. Because I want to know just how many FPs and Scrakes Uranium just popped out.
It was a lot.
Yeah.
It was a lot.
Yeah, I can tell it's a lot.
It was a lot, yeah.
Yeah. I need to see. Also, we see just Tibbs getting a good old small loan of $1 billion. Just to give her up.
Yeah.
Because we did see a lot of stuff go 62. Holy shit.
That's 62 largest throughout the whole wave, right? Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Whole game, yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
whole game. Okay, I thought it was one way being 62. I'm like, Jesus Lord.
yeah.
All right. Oh, you can wave 10.
And here we go,
Yeah.
wave 10 with 25 minutes to go. They're making really good time.
I mean, the odds be ever in this team's favor.
Now, remember in the previous match we actually saw these players get pushed a few times, right? And
Oh, for sure.
they've gotten pushed a little bit less because because of just the power of a minute. Now, this is the wave though, right? This is the wave where they're gonna really need those buffs to be consistent.
It sure is making
Look at
bread.
that large spawn.
Right.
I think we might end up doing a war room here fairly soon.
They do have the extensions to take this out.
Yes. I say probably the next big large spawn we'll do a war room.
Oh, for sure. We do see a lot of. I see a couple
There's
of them.
the
2 FPs coming in.
sneaking up right behind them. A back
Oh, it's
spawn.
back spawn.
They,
Oh, yeah.
they need to deal with this right now. Let's head to the war room actually.
Honestly, I'm calling it. Let's go.
Body.
We're good. Just kidding.
My life. I'm probably gonna be coming up the stairs.
Do you want to rotate then?
Yeah, Boris, be ready.
Go.
Reloading real quick. I'm gonna start Scrakes.
Yeah. I'm with you.
Tell me when you're up the stairs.
Cool.
Okay.
There's
Coming.
nothing here yet, so
Okay.
it's just
Should
popping
peek
up.
while there's that time.
I'm
You have
just
3
gonna
more.
keep. I'm just gonna keep shooting down their line.
Main lane's heavy.
Next
Main
is
lane's really
last.
heavy. Really heavy.
Yeah,
I
I'm
have
helping.
spares too. This is not good.
Back Scrake super low, front Scrake.
I'm gonna be pushed. I'm pushed.
Freezing.
I'll take a hit.
Below left.
Alright, I'm a little low on ammo.
Do
you need my 401?
Probably gonna be it.
You okay, Tibbs?
Yeah,
just
I'm just
nading
gonna be
Freezing.
staying top of stairs most likely.
I'll let you know that those criminals
70 left. Full.
We're at max.
I'm ready out.
This is it.
Little beans.
No, you.
There's so many quarter pounds coming from me. I'm gonna be pushed a little bit.
And a wave. Giga.
Quarter pounds. Heal me.
Never mind.
Thank you.
That's it. Good luck, everyone.
Tibbs, you okay?
Yep, all good.
Okay.
Hey, I
I'll
was
be back
one
in a
on.
moment.
I won a blood
Very good,
today.
Virazu.
I had my blood.
Why is this?
I was
Oh, it's the
thirsty.
staircase.
I'm gonna rage him.
Yeah, you got it.
Thank you. Sorry about that.
My bad, Tamari. My bad. I put him on the casters 1 for OnlyFansFire match in the server. That is my bad.
So that was I
But-
think that was a really good moment to go to the war room.
Yeah.
There was really good communication there, right?
Oh, for sure.
Tibbs was like basically saying like, look, my lane is screwed. I need to go up immediately before things really like went haywire, right? Which I think is a really good call.
for
Sometimes, you know, you're so confident that you can hold a lane that you don't really say anything till it's too late. So it was a really good job by Tibbs to say something before it got too late, right?
Oh,
And then,
sure.
you know, Virazu on the other side was like, you know, basically, we're in a lot of trouble here too, you know. So there was really good communication on keeping on top of those larges. They stayed on top of those larges really well.
It is looking good. And now for the piece de resistance.
Yeah. And
Boss
here we
way.
go. And we got Hans and his brother Simon, right? The two Gruber brothers.
Super Goober Bros. Now we do see one Hans spawn right across the map, so they do have a chunk of time to get this guy down.
Right. That could help them.
You see Virazu with the Rhino. Ooh. Tamari is right. Uranium is doing a thing or two over there.
And so Hans getting one heal off. And they need to be careful with these heals, right?
Right.
That just takes a little bit more time.
Yeah.
Now it's looking like Uranium is keeping the other Hans busy,
Yeah.
which is a good strategy, right? Because
For sure.
you know, two Hanses on you at once is a lot of damage, right? So you want to be careful.
Hans can spawn launch.
Yes, he can. That is an underrated thing about Hans. Hans will spawn Skrakes, he will spawn QPs, and he will spawn Flesh Mounts. Right? I've seen it happen.
And we do see that Hans numero uno.
Right.
He's Red House now.
He's getting
Coming
absolutely
out of
demolished.
time.
You're seeing, I forgot who's using the Rhinos. I think you said Virazu and Tibbs. Now I
Yeah.
see using the Rhinos. The Rhinos are really good on the shields here.
Oh, for sure. But he does get a heal off.
And he is getting his heal off. This is just that little bit of extra time.
Oh, and there's the nades.
They got to be careful for those nades.
He's nearly dodging it.
They will delete you. Oh. Hans with the southpaw smack on Virazu here.
We do see this Hans #1 coming in, getting a bit of time bonus here.
And Hans number 1 is down, so they need to deal with Hans number 2 now, who's on the other side of the map. That could hurt them on time.
Oh, for sure. Though with the buffs that RK is given,
Yeah.
they could get over there fast enough. Making sure Virazu gets there first.
One thing that's really helpful here is Hans, does spawn a lot of trash, right? So,
Oh, yeah. Ooh, he did. Okay.
That's good for the commando, right?
Right. Do some Uranium here. Make sure Hans gets to them sooner.
There's a little bit of trash behind him here.
Right. And you do have a full team on Hans at this point, so.
Oh, Bagels kind of standing around looking for Zed time. He almost got deleted by crawlers.
Alright, I haven't seen Boris try freezing Hans yet.
Yeah, I usually reserve that for the last, but,
True.
I'm not playing, so.
Yeah, fair enough.
And Hans just spawned a quad quarter, an entire dollar here.
Yeah, they gotta burn him now.
This is where Hans is getting very angry.
Right. Oh, we do see him throwing nades.
He needs to be careful. The team needs to be careful.
They need to burn him now, yeah.
Needs to be careful.
Bagels is taking a bit here. They need to, I think.
Yeah, they got him.
Is on a grenade. Oh, just narrowly.
Ooh. Unfortunately, Hans fell here. That's going to waste a little bit of time.
Yeah.
Hans at 440
And
health.
there it is.
I was about to say how much health Hans had, but then it went away.
Blink and you'll miss it.
So, that was really impressive. It's really good to see 2 well-played matches on Vortex. This team set a good bar here. I'm excited to see how the next team answers back. Quickly, I'd like to highlight Bagels doing his commando thing with 712 kills leading the way there. Virazu leading the way with 507,000 damage done and 100 large kills. He hit the century mark, right? That is a lot of damage, a lot of large killing here. And Rklplol, right? I just said his full name for once.
Yep.
With 3k healing done. And last but not least, the most important stat of them all. Bagels with the 2 Zeds stomped.
Oh, for
The
sure.
Goombas are the most important thing.
All right. It looks to see. Are we gonna get Bagels and RK in, or?
No, Bagels and Tibbs.
All right.
Ooh, okay.
So we're gonna bring Bagels and Tibbs in for our post-game interview.
Yeah. All right. I'll drag them in real quick. I won't mess up this time, promise.
What's up, fellas?
Hello.
Welcome.
Hi.
All right. Thank you 2 for joining us for the interview. I always like to lead off the interview with just a general question for you both. How do you both feel about your team's performance?
It was a good run. Everyone played super clean.
Yeah, I feel like we're all starting to get used to each other's play style, and we've all obviously really improved, especially in the last couple of weeks.
Yeah, I was really impressed with how y'all, you held that hold is not an easy hold, right? That CD hold on Vortex, it's one of the reasons why I love it, because it's so dynamic, right? It's tough, especially that first run you did was without a medic. Tibbs, that first run, you got a lot of larges there. So take me through your mindset as a gunslinger solo laning and dealing with larges and trash and mediums all at the same time.
I mean, to be honest, I decided to go with a loadout where it was the upgraded SPX and the dual deagles in a single AF. And that's been fine previously because the lane's been manageable, but I don't know what the hell happened there. And to be honest, you just see that much that you need help. And I think for most of the first waves there, I was constantly screaming internally and externally and calling for help. So,
Yeah. Belle and I were talking about that lane down there, right? Because it's one of my favorites personally to hold, right? It's because it's Bell and I have both agreed that yeah, it can be pretty quiet, but then it can, if it's not quiet, it's a lot, right? So, I was personally happy to see that lane get plenty of attention. I'm sure you were not as enthused as us watching, but you did a great job. One thing I noticed, you did a really good job of not waiting till it was too late to call for a rotation. Help me for the audience here. Tell me how important it is to communicate when you're getting pushed, especially as a solo laner, to the rest of your team.
I mean, I think it's always important to go and practice by yourself and figure out how much you can actually take on yourself in real time and Z time.
Mhm.
And then in the match, obviously, you have to account for all the little like angles and stuff that you have to adapt with. So
Right.
I feel like knowing what you can take on, and the second you see how much is coming through, you have to know when to
Mhm.
call it.
Mhm.
Um, I think during matches as well, it's always best to be safe than sorry because there's no redo. So I always tend to call almost everything. And I
Right.
think I'm quite chatty during in my lanes anyway and just make sounds. So people always know what's going on down there.
Yeah, it's good for your team to know. For Bagels, you got some really good Z time extensions. I would like you to elaborate for the crowd here, how much pressure you have. Like, take me through. I'm sorry, let me reword it. Take me through your mindset whenever a Z time chain begins. Take me through your mindset as you're understanding that your other lanes are getting slammed with larges.
So if other lanes are in trouble, it actually starts before set time. So you'd be
Mhm.
communicating if you're going to need preps. So if you're going to need large bodies or like a bloat needs to be shot a few times to let your lane mates know, hey, I'm going to need X, Y, or Z.
Mhm.
And then when it starts, you just prioritize the easiest things, trash that's close, or a big body like a bloat that's already low,
Mhm.
and just being mindful that bodies will bleed out if they're decapitated.
Yeah.
And as far as the pressure goes, I mean, laning with Virazu and Boris, I played with both of them quite a bit. So I know them. I'm used to playing with them. So there's not really too much pressure there.
Right. To follow up with that, about preparations, we were actually talking about preparations, and I know just for myself as a caster, I haven't gone into too much depth about preparations. So tell me how important it is for you to get preparations, like, and I mean bloat preparations and sometimes scrake preparations or even headless flesh pound body preparations. How much does that help you when it comes to like big moments where you need that time?
So if you're blocked by a lot of mediums and larges, sometimes those are the only things you can shoot at. So as long as you're calling it and everyone understands what you're doing,
Mhm.
it's pretty important because it'll help clear out the lane. And there are times where it's completely unnecessary. So there
Mhm.
were times where we just had 20 trash mobs and there were a few larges behind it. Not an issue at all. You don't need them. But if the lane is super clogged and congested, it can be useful just because you can't see anything that's easier.
Yeah, definitely. For your boss strats, so we noticed that first for Matriarch, you all bought the G36. Explain to me the thought process behind using the G36 in mass.
Uh, so it was an idea brought up by Virazu, but I wouldn't be shocked if it was inspired by Canine Bros, who did that a couple weeks ago.
Mhm.
It even without the SWAT perk upgrades to it, it still shreds the armor. So if we bait out the purple laser, we have Berserker who can tank a lot of damage. So while he's got that laser stuck to him, it just shreds the cannon, and then she's possibly the easiest boss in the game at that point.
Yeah, definitely. Um, for Hans now, I noticed that you had Uranium kind of like kite the second Hans around, like kind of far away. Was that something you had practiced, throughout the week, or was that something that kind of came up last second? What was your idea behind that?
So the idea was to split the bosses up so that we're not taking damage from both.
Hmm.
And Uranium, once again, can tank a ton of damage. So he's leading one boss off to do their thing,
Right.
and we can just DPS down the other. Um, and by splitting them across the map, makes our lives a lot easier. And there was no cliff to drop them off of this time, unfortunately.
Nice, nice. Yeah. No, I thought both matches are really impressive. Does Bell, do you have any questions?
Oh, I got one.
What's
Yo, Tibbs,
Hey.
what made you want to play GS again?
I mean, there's already RK's already a medic main, and he's really good. So I thought it's my time to kind of have like the nostalgia from last year, which is like the last time I played Gunslinger, basically. So I brought it out.
That's what I like to see, because I mentioned it earlier, right at the beginning of the stream, where it's like, yeah, no, Tibbs hasn't played this since like last tournament. And so, like, just seeing you come out with it in force and actually doing some goddamn damage, I'm like, yo,
It's
hold on
going
now.
back under the rug after this.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Playing medic all this time, I should have known. While your osmosis was hanging out with some GSs, you were just like, yeah, I think I know what I'm doing.
Do you know
And
what?
by
I
God, did you
feel
see it?
like I've learned a lot standing behind everyone in a whole year, you know. From
Right.
my perspective as a medic, you get to watch everyone, and you do realize what helps someone hold their lane and what helps them, well, and what doesn't. And I think it's subtle things like that. And you are able to convert that knowledge when you are trying it out.
right?
So I think that helped a little bit, at least.
Yeah, definitely. And you know, there was a
Definitely
lot of
showed.
added pressure with the solo laning, right? Like solo laning is tough. You have to balance so much when you solo lane.
I feel like I prefer it. I get to just have like, it's like my rage room downstairs.
No. I'm gonna say you held one of the hardest lanes as GS. Yo, shit.
Before I ask for your MVP choices, I have one more question. The first round, you did a no medic run, and then the second round, you did a medic run. Actually, I'm sorry, this is a two questions here. So, did you plan on doing that? And then two, how did you feel? What was your anxiety level of having a berserker with no medic?
It's Uranium. He's fine. Honestly, like, I think
ass. He really did.
He's
great.
fine.
I think Uranium's very used to being a solo player in general, to the point where he handles himself perfectly fine without medic or with medic.
Mhm.
And it usually ends up being like the other players that need the medic more than Uranium does, because he's so good at like keeping himself alive.
I like to say that if you don't acknowledge his health, like you don't acknowledge a toddler falling over, he'll be fine.
He'll get back up. It's fine.
So did you all plan on doing one no medic and then one medic run, or was that something kind of last second?
That was kind of decided by the double Hans fight. It was just not nearly consistent enough to try it without the medic.
Right.
We could have, but it would have been very risky. We figured if we play solid, that would give us our best chance.
Right.
I
And
feel like it
last,
was-
go for it. I'm sorry.
I was gonna say I feel like it was quite a difficult choice as well, because that meant that the solo lane that I was playing cannot get as easy rotations from the SWAT. I just didn't get like the same benefits, so I had to really just hold it together that second game when RK was medic.
Yeah.
But luckily my lane just shut up. It stopped. And everything went back to Uranium where it should go. So
Bro, that shit was hilarious. I'm like,
Yeah,
I'm watching the bottom, like, yo, is Tibbs gonna get something? Anything?
No.
Uranium was having the time of his life.
Yeah. The second match, I was like, I found myself like kind of just looking up top. I was like, I'm just gonna quickly check the bottom. I was like, oh, okay. And then I switched back to Uranium. He has like 3 flesh pounds in his straight. I was like, oh, snap.
I was fighting for his life, man.
All right. Last but not least, I would like you both to pick an MVP for the match.
Uranium.
Uranium.
Uranium. Both of you picking Uranium.
Definitely.
Not a bad choice.
That's not a bad choice at all. Thank you both for coming and doing this interview with us. Thank you to your entire team for playing the matches today. It was a lot of fun to watch, and I look forward to seeing how the next team answers back to your score. Good luck to you all. I hope to see more fun matches in the future. And we have your score 47-68. So the next team's going to have to match. That's a really nice bar that you set. So, there's a lot of pressure on this next team. They don't want to get eliminated just as much as you don't want to get eliminated. So I'm really excited to see that. Thank you both for coming into doing this interview. And good luck to you the rest of the way.
GG, everyone.
May the odds be ever in your favor. GG.
Good luck, pal.
Thank you. Oh, spoiler alert. Spoiler.
And that will be the end of the match for this morning. There is another match. Looking at my schedule here. All the rest of the matches are tomorrow. So everyone else, this crowd, you have been an awesome crowd. Thank you for joining us and watching these two fun matches. Stay tuned for tomorrow, where we're going to have 3 matches tomorrow. JPEG Mafia will be answering this team's call at 1 p.m. Pacific time. They will also be on Vortex, yes. So they will have a chance to just answer back here. No one wants to get eliminated. And yeah, thanks everybody for joining us. Bell, Tamari, y'all did awesome as always, and we will see you next time.
Make sure you follow this man, or else.
Yes.
But no seriousness, thank you guys for coming out, and we'll see you tomorrow.